Hello and welcome to round 2 of this career mode with McLaren, and it takes us to Bahrain, which is not surprising, a dry track, and hopefully I'll get a better result. I have done qualifying, but it was quite poor and I qualified 12th because I had a little spin in during the lap, but this is hopefully going to be a recovery track since I quite like Bahrain much more than Australia, and here is the grid.
He'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Bottas, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Magnussen and Carlos Sainz, Perez, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso and Ocon, Ericsson, Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin and Pierre Gasly. Falcon and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid.
So I'm actually not in last place because Brendan Hartley has taken a grid penalty, so I'm in 19th place where I finished the last race. Just gonna check this strategy, make sure it's the one stop, as that is clearly the fastest tyre. Fastest strategy. Just take a bit of fuel out of the car because I don't want it to be too heavy. And we are ready to go for the race. So hopefully get a good start. Much better start than last race. Still around the same speed as everyone else. Gonna try and hold back into first corner, just see where I'll end up. And I've done it again, front wing. Everyone broke so early, and I'm gonna have to change my strategy if it gets too bad. But I actually have maintained my position, still in 19th place, and hopefully I can move up from here. I'm gonna brake really early this time. See if I can find anything around the outside. No, Hartley's actually swapped places with Gasly, who's now behind me, and is also trying to attack me, and has almost got past me. So we have a slight bit of contact down the inside of the Williams of Sirotkin, and that is a place. Being able to brake super late. Here I'm going to want to brake quite early, there's no space to dive down the inside, but get through there quite nicely. Try and get in a slipstream of Hartley, put it up to rich mix, turn it down to overtake. Don't want to use too much ERS in these early stages of the race, so that I'll have a bit more. I'm going to be getting a bit of understeer as I have damaged my front wing, but it shouldn't be too bad, but it will affect my lap times. So there's a little train forming in front of me. 4 cars it looks like. It has Williams, Force India, the Toro Rosso of Hartley, and the Sauber of Ericsson. Losing a bit of time now, but hopefully I can gain it back. I'm going to turn it back down to standard, don't want to waste too much fuel. 1.1 seconds to Hartley, and Sirotkin is right on my gearbox. So I'm going to outbrake him into the first corner. I went a tad deep. Clip, no. Front wing is just giving me too much understeer. I think I'm going to have to find out where my pit stop is. Hopefully try and get into it. Okay, so I'll pit lap 6. I should be fine until then. I'm going to lose a bit of time, but hopefully I can just stay with this train, as I'm going to have to keep lifting off, but hopefully I can make up time in the braking zones. As you can see, I'm right behind Hartley, dropped Sirotkin a bit, but I'm going to try brake a little earlier, and I've damaged my front wing again. The AI are braking really early. I got much better traction and my front wing, and it means I have much less downforce through here, so I'm probably going to get them done. Brake slightly later than Hartley, turn in, change my strategy to mediums, and yeah, hopefully just try and limit the damage until I get to pits. Someone's on my inside. Yep, that would be Hartley again. Try and just get into his slipstream. Should be able to hold him off. Want to be on the inside of him now though, because I am getting into the pit lane, and he has just blocked me on the apex with the terrible cornering speed. But I broke where it said, but I have been 7 miles an hour over the speed limit, and now I have a 5-second penalty. Well, I'm just going to have to include that and see where I can go. Going to have to stretch these tyres. Have a new front wing though, so that's
You're
good.
hitting the energy deployment limit and losing ERS power before the end of the lap. Lower the ERS deployment mode to prevent
Lower
this.
that to medium.
Okay,
Turn
stay
up the pit
clear of the
limiter.
white
We're
line
back
at the
in
exit.
20th
Receive a penalty for
place.
dangerous driving if you cross over into
Obviously,
the track.
as we have been the first to pit. Ooh, almost lost the back end there. Tyres are slightly cold. As you can see, sliding around all over the place. Just going to try and get some heat into these tyres. Just going to try to light them up a bit. Front tyres are getting a bit cold though. Going to experience a bit of understeer for the first few laps, but should be fine once they're up to temperature. The ideal temperature is 90 degrees, just over 90 degrees. So that's what we're aiming for with the carcass temperature, which is the circle in the middle, and it's the one that changes a lot less than the surface temperature, which is the middle number. Carcass is the highest for the front tyres and the lowest for the back tyres. So they're warming up slowly. Surface temperature changes much more than the carcass temperature, but they are slowly and surely warming up. As you can see, the surface temperature will hit 110 degrees, which is much higher than the carcass temperature at 88. But we are getting some nice grip from these tyres. Going to have to stretch them to the end though, which might be a struggle. See how close we can get to the cars ahead to try and jump them in the pit stop. It's very similar to what happened last race. So we're 30 seconds behind because of the extended pit stop as well. I'm going to try and make that time up now, so that we are actually somewhere for the rest of the race. But just trying to keep these lines tidy. That's where you make up most of the time. That's where you make up and lose most of your time. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment in the race. Just going to try put in as fast laps as we can using the grip we've got. Great,
Gap to the
nice
car
and
in
early
front
here.
is 29.5
Really turn the car in there. Keep it wide and then accelerate a bit early there. Got really on the curb, which you don't really want to do. And I can brake nice and late for these corners. Just missed the apex there. Good exit. 89 and 88, 91 and 91. So our tyres are almost in the perfect range. After this fast section, they should be there, which is good. We'll turn the car in quite hard here. Brake. Find the apex. Accelerate out the corner. 28 seconds is the gap. We've gained another 2 seconds on them. Tyres are nice and warm now. So now is where we're going to gain the most time. Braking nice and early. Get a good exit out of the last corner onto the long start finish straight. And see what the time difference is now. So it's 27. We are really reeling them in, putting in green sectors and green laps. It's not going to be purples because we are nowhere near the top of the grid. But we are gaining on our competitors at this stage of the race. Hopefully try and get it as low as we can to get as many people in pit stops. But it's looking good at this point in the race. Hopefully try and get as close as we can to the top 10. Don't think we're going to get points today. But our team objectives is 14, so if we could get that, that would be a great success and great recovery from the front wing damage. I'm really going to have to work on braking nice and early for the AI because they brake so late, or diving down the inside so that I can really use the ability to brake late to my advantage. But I can see on the pit straight some people have started to pit, and I think now is when we can try and close in on them. I'm not sure we've got enough to catch all of them at the moment, but we should hopefully be able to catch them. So those aren't actually the times for the gaps, it's just because they come into the pit, so it's changed it. But after the first sector, we should find out how close we really are. It should be much closer than it says we are, and hopefully we can try Get some overtakes done. 27 is still, I think, a bit too much, but we'll see. Braking way too late there, missing the apex, went a bit deep into the corner, but recovering nicely. Bit of back end slipping out as you turn into that corner. Not too bad. There is a Toro Rosso of Hartley there, which we are catching up with slowly but surely, and we'll see what we can do. Turning nice and hard there. And just stopping right before the apex. Clipping the exit curb. Nice corner there. Want to brake nice and over
The
here.
car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Thanks, Jeff. Okay, so the rest of the field, as you can see, are starting pitting now. Hopefully we can get closer to some of them, but I'm not sure. Gonna have to reel them in and try and get as many cars as we can, get as many overtakes as we can. Slightly wide through there, 6 seconds to Hartley, hitting one into that, see how close we can get. But there should hopefully be some other cars that are slightly closer than Hartley, because he wasn't the slowest. I think Gasly and Stroll were slower. Yeah. So they are closer, and I think we're going to get Stroll. It's going to be close with Gasly. We're going to have much more speed going into the first corner. Braking nice and early, don't want to ruin it. Just before slowing down, just for the apex. Turning in slightly harder there, losing the back end, but it's fine. And Gasly is right there, and we've made the place on Stroll, which is great. Now hopefully, as his tyres are still quite cold, we should be able to catch him fairly quickly, as our tyres are in the optimum range for the best grip. Turning in nice and hard here. Brake late, keep it wide. Nice exit there. Okay, so 2 Toro Rossos ahead of us. See, Gasly should be much easier to catch, but Hartley might be too far. We still have 7 laps left, so depending on our pace. And there is a yellow flag up ahead. That might mean someone has crashed out around. Oh, Romain Grosjean is out of the race. Is that going to cause a safety car or a virtual safety car? Who knows? Oh, almost lost it back in there. Almost came up over that corner with the auto slide curb. But we should be okay for now. Just gonna turn the fuel up because we have a lot of spare fuel to use now, and that should allow us to gain on Gasly. We are in 18th place, so 2 seconds to Gasly. We think we're gonna get the second Williams again as well, Sorokin. Brake just before slowing down. Just for the apex, and there is Ocon right behind Gasly and right in my midst for nice another place. I think we should be able to get him and hopefully get Gasly as well. I don't think we should be seeing too much wear, as these are the medium tyres, so we should have enough grip to last at the end of the race. It's just how much pace we have compared to the other cars and the other drivers. DRS now on Ocon, using that rich mix really helped us gain through the straights in those different sectors. Braking slightly late there, stopping before the apex, so it's fine. Getting nice traction through there, as he is on slightly cold tyres. Just lifting there, gonna go down the inside, some contact with the rear tyre of Ocon. Slightly of a push, but I think it's still a fair move. He didn't really leave too much space for me down the inside there. Slightly wider there, getting a nice exit, but still going to try and catch Gasly now. We are in 16th place, only 2 places away from the team objective. We have lost a bit of time in battle with Ocon, as we're now 2.5 seconds away, but hopefully we are going to be able to close that gap now. We are in free air again. Again, always getting oversteer through them, but not sure why. but I'm able to hold it, so it's fine. Nice exit through there. We're leaving Ocon now,
Gap
which is
to
good.
car in front is 2.2
Gained
seconds.
3/10 of a second through that first sector on Gasly, which is good. If we can keep up this, then we should be able to catch him fairly soon. Still have 5 laps left of the race, so there's potential for a few more places. So we are in a good position looking for the end of the race. Rich mix probably to the end, hopefully. Because we have saved up. We can use a bit of ERS when we get closer, but not too much. We only have just under 40%, over 40% now. ERS, but that's going to decrease when we use it on the straights. Might turn it to low just to conserve a bit, so that we can really maximise it when we are overtaking. 2.1 seconds to Gasly. Hopefully we can gain a bit more than that, but yeah. We really pulled away from Ocon. He's battling Sorokin. Really didn't have the pace which we normally see. We've lost this 0.2 of a second to Gasly's 2.3 because of that slight oversteer into the penultimate corner. But hopefully we can gain that back and close the gap. Once we're in a second of Gasly, DRS should help us get a lot closer and close that final second quite quickly. Just getting to that place first. Really need to concentrate on my... Whoa! Really need to concentrate on my lines there. And try and get closer. I've lost another 2 seconds to Gasly. But hopefully... Seeing a bit of wear on the rear tyres, which is probably adding to the lack of rear grip and the oversteer. But if we're a bit more gentle on the rears, yeah, they're really sliding out. As you put them under stress into the fast corners.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Really struggling with the grip. Gonna turn the ERS back up, see if we can close
The gap to the
into
car ahead
Gasly.
is 3.5 seconds.
A lot of time extended that gap, but hopefully we can close it in now with a bit more ERS. Much nice line through there, no oversteers. I've lifted off slightly, but not too much. Hopefully gaining time. Sorokin has actually overtaken Ocon, but they're still battling, so no threat from behind for now. But really need to focus on braking points and making sure I'm not accelerating too early, because that could also add to the oversteer problem.
The gap to the car behind is 4.9 seconds.
Only 4 laps now until the end of the race, so it's not looking good as the gap is still 3.8 seconds, but hopefully try a bit closer, but might end up having to settle for 16th place. Not the right tyres, so because we had to pit early because of the front wing damage, and that has meant our tyres are slightly older and they're degrading faster, so that is one of the problems.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.6 seconds.
slightly wide there last time as I got onto the curb, which is quite violent and vigorous, but probably lost a few tenths because of that to Gasly. But it's looking unlikely that we can catch him now, so just going to keep it clean for the rest of the race. Don't want to lose another position to Ocon, and going to have to settle for 16th.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Slightly closed into Gasly, but it's not enough to close before the end of the race. So it's probably looking like a 16th place from here. Just going understeer, getting onto the curbs. So yeah. Broke too late there. Unable to stop the car, we went deep into that corner, which I lost us more time again. But probably not going to affect our race position anyway, so it's not too bad.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.9 seconds. This is your final lap of the race.
So we have actually closed down the gap. I think the differential was slightly too high for when you have a lot of tyre wear, and that meant that we were getting a lot of oversteer. Now I turn it down, it's much easier to handle, but slightly too late as we're not going to be able to catch Gasly in time for the checkered flag. But we're still going to get to 16th place. Kimi Raikkonen has won the race, and that is going to help him and Ferrari. Haven't really seen the standings yet, so we're going to have a look at them this race, see who the game thinks is the fastest and which team they think is the fastest too. But 3.9 seconds to Ocon, around 3.5 seconds to Gasly. Not really anything, no real action towards the end of the race. And that is going to be the Bahrain Grand Prix, 14 laps, 16th place, had a front wing damage, and yeah, not too bad. 17th place because I forgot the penalty, but yeah, slightly worse. Ferrari have won this race with Raikkonen. We'll see who's on the podium now.
So here they come now.
So it is a Ferrari 1-2 with Kimi Raikkonen on the top step, with Vettel in second and Lewis Hamilton in third place.
the top
So
step
that is
once
going to
more.
help them dramatically in the
So then,
constructors.
it's
Just
time
running
to see
through
how
the
this
standings,
result affects the
Raikkonen,
Drivers'
Vettel and Hamilton are the
Championship.
top
It
three,
wasn't the best
followed up by
weekend for our
Ricardo in the
championship
Red
leader,
Bull,
and their
Bottas in
advantage at the
5th in
top has been
Mercedes,
reduced. Moving on to the driver of
Verstappen
the day
finishing in
then.
the top
Anthony
6, Nico
Davidson,
Hulkenberg
who would
best of
you
the
go
rest,
for?
and Charles Leclerc in the Sauber with a very strong position. Sergio Perez did better than his teammate in 9th,
On to the
who was
constructors
just
then.
in front
We
of
saw a
me.
dip in form
Kevin
from the
Magnussen finishes
championship
in the
leaders
top
today.
10,
Their lead has
and
taken a
Carlos Sainz
significant
is
blow.
11th with
Meanwhile, a
my
strong
teammate
weekend for
Fernando
Red Bull
Alonso
this time
just
out,
behind
and they
him.
improved
Marcus
their
Ericsson
position in the
2nd Sauber in
championship.
13th. Brendan
After all
Hartley
that
manages to
excitement,
go
it's time for
up
a
to
lie down, I
14th
think.
place
Thanks for
as
joining
Pierre
us,
Gasly was
and
in
goodbye
15th
until
to a
the next
saw.
race.
Esteban Ocon got ahead of me because of my penalty. I came 17th. Sergio Sharkey right behind me in 18th, followed by his teammate Lance Stroll and Romain Grosjean retiring from the race. So just looking at the constructors standings, Mercedes are on top still with an equal point score as Ferrari, as they are 40 points ahead after 2 races of Red Bull. Renault follow them best of the rest. Haas are just behind them, a lot less points. Sauber doing very strong performance at the moment. Force India just behind them, and we are in 8th place ahead of Toro Rosso and Williams. Williams are looking very slow at the moment, haven't scored a single point. My teammate has scored both of our points, and that is put us just ahead of Toro Rosso, who have actually looked stronger than me, but slower than my teammate. Driver standings, Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen are tied, and Alonso, my teammate, is in 11th place with 2 points. So that is it for today. I will see you next time at round 3 in China, which is a very fun track because of the variables that can happen. But I will see you next time. Goodbye.